I matched with a gorgeous medical resident on a dating app. When I arrived at the restaurant, I found myself sitting across from my gynecologist. I'd been single for 8 months when my best friend convinced me to try Spark, the new dating app everyone was talking about. Just upload some decent photos and try for 1 month, she insisted, grabbing my phone and creating my profile before I could object. Within a week, I matched with James Perth, 32, emergency medicine resident, new to Seattle, looking for genuine connection beyond hospital walls. His photos showed a tall, athletic man with kind eyes and a winning smile. After 3 days of messaging about our mutual love of hiking and true crime he suggested dinner at Lucia, an upscale Italian restaurant I'd been wanting to try. I arrived 15 minutes early, nervously smoothing my dress while scanning the dim restaurant. A text pinged, running 5 miles late. Already have a table in the back corner. When I spotted him, my stomach dropped. The man smiling and standing to greet me wasn't just any Dr. Pern, it was Dr. Mitchell, the gynecologist who had performed my rather embarrassing emergency examination for a yeast infection just 2 weeks earlier. Recognition dawned in his eyes simultaneously. "Rebecca," he asked, voice strained. "Dr. Mitchell," I responded automatically, frozen halfway between sitting and standing. "James," he corrected weakly. "James Mitchell?" We both sank into our chairs in horrified silence. The waiter appeared with water, cheerfully oblivious to the suffocating awkwardness. "I didn't recognize you from your profile pictures," I finally managed. "Most of mine were group shots from hiking trips," he explained, staring intently at his water glass. "And I go by my middle name, James. Outside of work, Dr. Mitchell is my professional identity." This man had seen parts of me that most first dates never would, had discussed my intimate health concerns, and had detailed notes about my reproductive history. I'd even complained to him about my ex-boyfriend's insensitivity during our breakup, while he conducted my exam. "I should have realized when we matched," he continued, clearly mortified. "But your profile only had your first name, and I see so many patients." I considered fleeing, but something in his genuine embarrassment stopped me. This was clearly as excruciating for him as it was for me. I smiled, then smiled before responding. "Well, I guess we can skip the awkward getting to know you phase. You've literally seen me at my worst already." His surprise laugh broke the tension. "In my defense," he offered, "I am an emergency room doctor who just finished a gynecology rotation last month. I only filled in at the women's clinic for 2 weeks, while Dr. Kaminsky was on maternity leave. So you are not actually my regular gynecologist?" Relief flooded through me. "God, no," he laughed. "That would be a serious ethical issue. I finished that rotation and started in the ER 3 days after your appointment. I wouldn't have agreed to the state otherwise." We ordered a bottle of wine and found ourselves laughing about the absurdity of our situation. By dessert, we'd moved beyond the initial mortification to discover we genuinely enjoyed each other's company. Today marks 6 months since that disastrous first meeting. Last week, James introduced me to his colleague Dr. Kaminsky, my actual gynecologist who had returned from maternity leave at a hospital fundraiser. She took one look at us together and burst out laughing. "So you are the emergency yeast infection who stole my substitute?" Some people might die of embarrassment when their date has already seen them at their most vulnerable. Others recognize that skipping past pretenses can sometimes lead to unexpected authenticity. I now know which approach builds relationships worth keeping. Parent, even if it begins with the most awkward dinner of my life.